Welcome to the video, and in this video we're not only going to look at the street lights in Mayfair, we're also going to look at the lights on the outside of some of the restaurants and shops, which we're going to start with here, but also we've got some lights which have been put outside on the street outside some shops. You'll see what I mean very shortly. Now we start off with this restaurant here, and in each of the windows it's got a different song title, and as you stand by it, it actually plays that song to you, which is a bit disconcerting if you're standing between two of them because you get a blast of several songs at the same time. Now, as you can see, the Novikov restaurant here in Mayfair has really gone for it with the fairy lights this time. Now, there's a few restaurants that always do themselves up for Christmas down here, which we're going to show you, but you can tell they're very nice restaurants because they've got bouncers on the door. Or should I say security to stop the riffraff like me going in. The restaurants and lights we're looking at here are on Berkeley Street, which leads from Berkeley Square down to the Ritz. The colours mixed with the garlands around the doors really do bring it to life. Beautiful. Now, how about a restaurant with a tree outside the front made of baubles? Yep, we've got it here. Also, as these are exclusive restaurants, you're never quite sure who's going in. Now, the weirdest thing we saw as we were going around Mayfair is this. Now, this is a sort of optical illusion, and it was originally at the Mound at Marble Arch. Now, we're not quite sure why it's here because it's the only one of them, but obviously they didn't know what to do with it afterwards, so they put it here at Berkeley Square. Now, here's one of those underrated places. They do Christmas decorations every single year, and this year they've put reindeers out on the path. They always put something out the front here, and this, believe it or not, is an off license, and it's not any old off license, it's a Mayfair off license. This is called Hedonism Wines. Every single year they go to town, and I really like this because it's the soft lighting of the reindeers. And I love that they selected a few of the reindeer to have scarves around them. Can you imagine anywhere else apart from Mayfair? Those scarves will be gone in minutes. Now, next around the corner from here is Mount Street, and that's where we're next into Mayfair. And how about this for a Christmas train in the window? Now, this is a stationery shop, so don't go in and ask for any red card. I think they've probably used it all on this train to make this look really lovely. Now, over the road from this we have Val Extra, and they've decided to put a giant snowflake in the window with a few other snowflakes around, all to highlight their bags. And yep, did you see that? Yep, security on the right hand side watching. Must be a nice shop. Now, how about this for a window? This is absolutely beautiful. And actually, I was looking at their website and they've got pictures of this all over their website. They've decided to go for the Alpine theme, and just look at the cable cars going backwards and forwards. And then you've got the skis going up and down, with the people being represented by some of their face creams. Yes, I looked them up after just to find out what the type of shop it was because I couldn't quite work it out. And it's a face cream shop. And all I say is, it's a face cream shop in the middle of Mayfair. I'll say no more. But doesn't it look beautiful? Now, looking around the shops that they've got here down Mount Street and around Mayfair, there's not that many that decided to do themselves up for Christmas. So we're going to bring you some Christmas lights and a couple of other places that we found as well. Now, these are the lights going across Mount Street. And this is outside the Connaught Hotel. So Mount Street takes you down towards Hyde Park, and we'll show you a bit more of that in just a second. And every year they put a big Christmas tree outside the front of the Connaught Hotel. Now, if you do get a chance to get down here to the Connaught Hotel, not only look out for the tree, but also look out for this water feature, because about every 15 minutes it lets off steam to either make your photos look more atmospheric or alternatively scare the hell out of you. So having words of peace around the bottom and having dogs leaping all over your tree. That is the theme of this year's tree outside the Connaught Hotel. So Mount Street is home to lots and lots of beautiful shops and also cafes and restaurants as well, which we're going to show you. But these lights hanging over Mount Street are absolutely beautiful. But if you look beyond the second light there, you'll see that some neon. Actually, that's Winter Wonderland over at Hyde Park, which we've covered in a previous video, and I'll put a link to that in the top right hand corner. But that's how close you are. Now here, Christian Louboutin. And for Christmas this year, they've gone for some tail-wagging marmosets in the window. And a shop assistant as well. At least when I was filming, she didn't look overly happy, did she? Now, a couple of doors along, you've got Scott's, which is a great place to eat if you can afford to eat there, because don't forget it's Mayfair prices. But as you can see, lots of people like to sit outside in woolly hats in the middle of winter and eat there. As you can see, with their garlands, with the bows, and also with the penguins, they've really done it up for Christmas. Scott's is definitely one of those places they do up several times during the year. So if you're up around Mayfair, it's always worth walking down here. And look what they put outside. A giant giraffe drinking from a cocktail glass and a silver elephant. He's obviously rubbing the elephant for good luck. As you can tell from the amount of bling around Scott's, it's certainly one of those places that really stands out, so well worth a look as you walk down Mount Street. And if you want to come up to Mayfair, then do have a look around, because you never know. We discovered these sorts of side lights down side roads, which is brilliant. And here we're looking at the lights which lead down into Bond Street. And if you look down at the far end there, you can see one of the crowns of Bond Street. Now, if you're coming up here, then the best thing to do is to either go to Green Park Tube Station or alternatively Bond Street, both of which are served by so many different lines. So it's so easy to get to. And the lights up here are fantastic and well worth paying a visit. So, what did you think of the lights over in Mayfair? And which were your favourite? Do let us know in the comments down below. Always great to see your comments and respond to you. Now, if you're looking to see some equally beautiful and posh lights, then let's go over to Belgravia. You've got to see over there. And you'll see a link up in the top right hand corner to that. So I'll see you in that video.